This creative warm-up is a visual exercise to get you thinking and discover what is possible. Like an athlete who warms up before a game, this is about warming up your processing skills and creative eye. It doesn't matter whether you create digital art, composites, or edit your photos. I use this exercise in my early days of learning Photoshop and being creative. I still use it when I'm not feeling it and need a bit of a kickstart to get me in the mood. This isn't about creating a finished image, and it's not a step-by-step, let's do this. Instead, it's about giving yourself permission to explore. I'm simply going to open an image, start clicking on different adjustment layers, changing colours, playing with the sliders, just to see what happens. Some ideas will work, others won't, and that's okay. The goal isn't the final image. The goal is to wake up your creativity, notice what catches your attention, and start seeing new possibilities. Let's have some fun. This is the first creative exercise, and all I'm doing is choosing different adjustment layers and playing with the sliders to see what it does. Curiosity also helps with your learning. I wonder if I push this slider. I wonder if I choose this technique, what can it do? Maybe I don't like it. Let's try a blend mode or drop the opacity. I'm choosing adjustment layers that sometimes I don't use in my workflow. It's like an athlete. An athlete will warm up before they take the court or field. And this is the same. All you're doing is doing a creative exercise to get you thinking and playing. And sometimes I'll use this exercise to get me in the mindset before I become serious in creating an image. I've found some fantastic discoveries while playing doing this exercise. Pushing a slider, pushing it to the boundary and seeing what it does. It's not going to self-destruct. It is all about being curious, playing, and seeing what each slider does. No outcome. I'm not looking at the image going, this is exactly what I want. I need an outcome. All I'm doing is just playing. When I'm doing this creative exercise, I may work with one image or I may do several images, and all it's doing is just getting my creative eye tuned in to what I want to play with. I'm choosing different adjustment layers again. Sometimes I'll stick to just colour adjustment layers. Sometimes I'll use different techniques. But the main aim is just to get you thinking creatively. And I'll often do this just for a little bit of a play. It might be 5 minutes, might be 10 minutes. Then I might get serious and edit an image, or I may just play with this just to see what sliders do. And then when I'm getting serious about creating an image, I know this is the adjustment layer I can use, and if I push the slider left or right, I know what it's going to do. Don't be frightened to play. I think what we do as adults is underestimate playing, particularly in Photoshop. So many ways to do things. Look at the colour that I was getting with a simple image that started to change the colours, the tones. I played with the blend modes. I adjusted the opacity. Again, it's about playing and being creative. The next image is I'm going to play with this again with different adjustment layers. I used levels. I used hue and saturation. I cranked up the hue. I looked at what it could do. I'm not focusing on the image. I'm playing with the sliders. I put grain in and I cranked it up. What happens for people when they do this is that they'll look at something automatically and go, no, I don't like it, undo. But what they're not seeing is what that slider or that adjustment layer can do. Look at the different colours and the tones, that grain coming out. Now for me, I will add grain to an image, but I'm playing with the curves now. I'm seeing what I can achieve in this image. Now, when I say achieve, it's not outcome focused, which is generally what people think when they're processing. It's basically about seeing, what does this slider do? Can I push the boundary? Maybe I can add another adjustment layer and play with a blend mode or adjust the opacity. While the undo button or Control Z is your friend, when you're doing this creative exercise, it's about going stop, look, see what it does. Then, when you're processing your images, you can incorporate this into your workflow, particularly when you're looking for something that's a little bit different, and use this as an exercise warmer. If today's exercise made you think a little differently about learning Photoshop, you might enjoy my ebook, The Part Nobody Teaches You About Learning Photoshop. It's not about tools or techniques. It's about understanding why some things stick, why others don't, and how to practice with intention so you build confidence in your own creative decisions. You'll find the link in the description.